Oh my god.
Alright, so when I recorded the intro, for some reason it got corrupted, so I'm just going to do it right now. Basically, these OBS settings should work for pretty much almost any computer, but I tend to lower my settings just so I get the maximum experience out of my games, so like, you know, higher FPS. So let's just get right into the video. Alright, so just a quick rundown to see what I got going on when I open up OBS. This is my PC recording. I literally just have my display capture on it, nothing else. Like, I don't need anything else. But going on with the settings, everything in this window right here should just be kept normal. If it's not, pause the video and just copy what I have. Alright, so for the stream panel, this is my stream key right here. This is unique to everyone, so don't copy mine. Of course, you can't see it. Alright, so for the output tab, I'm just going to run through pretty much almost all my settings. So this is really for streaming and recording. So of course, I just go with one audio track. In my opinion, it's a little bit easier to edit. But although if you want more fluctuation with like lowering the game audio and raising your voice audio, you can't do that in one track. So if you want to record in 2 tracks, then you got that right there. So although sometimes I do record in 2 tracks, but I tend to keep it at 1. My encoder times 264, of course. Rescale output 1280 by 720. That's what YouTube plays at. Rate control, you got that, you know, good old CBR bit rate. But don't be like me and stream at a really high bit rate and stream a lot and use up your entire internet plan for your entire family, and then yeah, don't do that. Don't do that, bro. Don't do that. So I keep mine at 4000, keyframe interval 2, CPU usage faster, profile main tune none, times 264 options. I just leave that. I don't even bother with that stuff. But for my recording path, I like to keep everything super organized on my desktop. So of course, as you can see right here, desktop videos, OBS recording. So I know exactly where everything's going, and it's super easy for me to find. I found that if you just take the time to organize your desktop and where all your videos and everything else goes, it makes your workflow super nice, and it's the best thing ever, guys. It really is. As you can see right here, I got my encoder. It's my graphics card, rescale output. That right there. Of course, almost same thing with the streaming, except I did lower it a little bit more because streaming is like technically running the game 2 times on your PC, so you know. So for the rate control, I got CBR. This is for the best one in my opinion, for the highest frames, the highest video quality, and of course just maximizes your overall experience recording and playing the game at the same time in my opinion. Bitrate 50,000. I bumped it up a little bit because I'm not really using Wi-Fi when I record. That's mainly with streaming, so you know, there you go. Keyframe interval, of course, that's at 0. I don't need anything more. Preset, I have mine at quality and my profile at high, just because I do have a higher PC. I know I said that earlier. You can always lower that. Like, I don't really notice too much of a difference when I switch it to a lower one, so I just kept that at high. GPU 0, max B frames 2, just keep that like that. So for the audio tab, make sure your bitrate's at 320. That should be good enough. It should sound perfectly fine, nothing wrong with that. Of course, audio, same thing here. Make sure your sample rate's at the highest it can go. I'm pretty sure that it is 48. Channel stereo, of course. Desktop audio, I just keep mine at default, although it really should be at this one, but I don't want to mess up my settings when I'm recording right now, so I'm just going to keep it at disabled. Of course, your mic, just make sure, just know what your mic's called and keep it at that. You can have other mics. I don't really know why you would have more than one mic, but you know, there's that. Everything else shouldn't be too much, although you can change it, but these are really just your hotkeys. I don't mess with them too much, so just keep it at that. So for my video, this is everything that I have right here. I always keep my common FPS value at 60. In my opinion, I just love 60 FPS, 1080p. It looks perfect, dude. And that's really about it, guys. The rest is just hotkeys. So for my start stop recording, I got F5, F10. For my replay buffer, I don't really use hotkeys too much, although I really should. But for me, hotkeys are just something else. It's just an easier way to get around faster, in my opinion. So it's not really anything too big. And then moving on to advanced, there really shouldn't be anything in here that you really need to change. So just keep everything how it is at default. And if you want, you could always just copy my settings right here. And that's it for the video, guys. I try to make this as fast as I can, just so you guys can get the right settings and start recording, because I hate it when I have to, like, when I'm ready to record a video and everything, and then I don't have the right settings, or I'm just like, something's wrong, and I have to go and search YouTube for all these settings, and it's like, oh my god, bro. So hopefully you guys can get on your way of recording. If you have any questions or comments, make sure you leave them down in the comment section. Of course, I'll try and answer them. I have a response time of about a couple hours, so, or less even, so you know, if you have a question, I'll probably get back to you pretty soon. But anyways, I hope you all have a great rest of your day, and as always, peace out.
Ripped jeans, black nails, and a studded Gucci belt. Shawty left me all alone, and I hate the way it felt.